Kemar Taxi Lawrence will be playing his trade in Europe. Can you believe it? Reggae Boys fans, welcome to Reggae Boys Commentary. I'm Simon Preston. So, Kemar Taxi Lawrence has penned a 2.5 year deal with Anderlecht in Belgium. That's the Belgian top flight. Anderlecht are the most successful club in the history of Belgian football. They've won 34 league titles. 34 league titles. That is Anderlecht. So Kemar Taxi Lawrence, the 27-year-old, signing a 2.5 year deal. So that takes him up to the summer of 2022. And at the end of that contract, Taxi has the option to extend it a further deal. So he has an option to extend it a further deal if you'd like. So he'll be joining the likes of Samir Nasri, Vincent Kompany at the club, players who have played in the Premier League. Nasir Chadli as well. He'll be playing this trade there as well. So he will be coming into a quality setup. This move, it ends his 5 year spell with the New York Red Bulls, where he had a number of diligent seasons, also in the MLS Team of the Year a couple of occasions. Undoubtedly the best left back that played in the league the past couple of seasons. So Lawrence will be joining the likes of Shamar Nicholson, Tyreek McGee, and Chad Letts as Jamaicans who are plying their trade professionally in Belgium. Chad Letts playing in the second division, the former national under 17 and under 20 player, and Shamar Nicholson is with Charleroi, and Tyreek McGee is with Cass Upen. My thoughts on this move: I think it's a move that should have happened perhaps 2-3 years ago, but I believe that everything falls into place in time, and this certainly is a move that has fallen into place in time where Taxi Lawrence is concerned. I'm happy for this move. I think that it will help him in terms of his ability moving forward from an attacking perspective and also a defensive perspective. He's going to be coming into a setup where the pace is a bit quicker and coming up against more technically sound players. So his decision making will certainly be an area that will be improved. So all around, I think it's going to be an outstanding move for the player. Reported around 1.1 million pounds, so that's roughly close to that 2 million euros mark. That's the figure that has been highlighted for Kemar Taxi Lawrence. So he's the latest Jamaican that has been plying his trade in Europe across the Atlantic, and one less player that is playing in North America. So an outstanding piece of business done by Anderlecht on deadline day. Can you imagine? On deadline day, this move was made. Absolutely wonderful. Wonderful news for Kemar Taxi Lawrence. And just before I come into the comments section there, let me just say that Reggae Boy hopeful Ravel Morrison, he has joined Middlesbrough on loan from Sheffield United until the end of the season. There is an option to sign for the club at the end of the season, so Middlesbrough has the option to sign him if they would like at the end of the season. And Jamaican-born Rolando Aarons, he has left Newcastle United on loan, and he has joined Motherwell in the Scottish Premier League. The same team, Motherwell, where Chris Humphrey and Omar Daly played for. So those are two other Jamaicans that have made moves on deadline day. So that's the last piece of business being done. The transfer window is shut, and we'll see what happens between now and the rest of the season. But this move, where Taxi is concerned, is a move which can help him, especially going into the World Cup qualifiers as well, the transition, and he'll get into a sort of phase where it's not March to November where his season will be now be August to June or May. That will be a transition, yes, but I think it's scientifically proven that it's easier in terms of recovery for next season in that period of a season instead of a straight calendar year from March to November. I think that's something that can really help things. So let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. Alex Reed, what about any other players? Well, as I mentioned quite recently, Amal Knight, he's definitely in the United Soccer League. Alex Marshall will be joining Halifax in the Canadian Premier League, and Nicholas Hamilton will be joining York 9 FC also in the Canadian Premier League. RTS Vibes, good move for him after that. Hopefully we can see him in Europe 5 leagues soon. I guess you mean the top 5 leagues in Europe soon. Yeah, it's all up to Taxi. The ball is in his court in terms of how he maneuvers these next 2.5 years. And from there, who knows if England could open up once Jamaica starts to move up in the rankings. Yeah, move was well overdue. Yardie Jamaica. Yep, that's true. Sean Johnson liked the move. Very good. Is Leon Bailey going to move to the English Premier League? There is interest. Chelsea has been knocking on the door for a couple of windows. Will it happen? I'm not sure it's going to happen just yet. Still think that it's going to take some time. He has to also improve in his performances as well, the output where that is concerned. But the UEFA Europa League this season that Arle Leverkusen is in could open the door because other teams will be able to have a look at him in this competition. So if he's able to shine in that sort of area, then who knows what could happen in the summer. Darren Mattox, any updates on Darren Mattox says King Amir. So there was an interview being done by reporters in Ohio with the coach of NCC in Cincinnati, and they asked him, what are your plans with Darren Mattox? And he said, honestly, Darren Mattox is not part of my plans. So that's an interesting one, isn't it? You think we can call up Kemar Roof? Good point, Alex Reed. Kemar Roof also plays with Anderlecht. Yeah. So that's something we can look forward to as well. Kemar Roof was born to Jamaican parents, so he's an option. Scoring goals at Anderlecht as well, and another option to add to the player pool. What about Peter Lee? Well, he got released from LAFC, so he has to decide. Play some football, buckle down locally in the Red Stripe Premier League, or is he going to try and get a move in USL or something? What about Lamar Walker? I believe he's in USL now, I believe he's in USL. Isaac Hayden is still deciding if he wants to play for Jamaica. And to me, he's not in my radar, you could say, because I don't want somebody that is sitting on the fence. I want someone who's committed to the program. So people like James Perch, Isaac Hayden, they can go on, honestly. I think we can survive without them. Bobby Reid is on form. Yes, he certainly is. Doing fantastic things, and I expect him, if Jamaica is able to get a friendly international in March, then certainly he'll be more integrated into the squad. If we're able to get a friendly match, the president of the GFF, Michael Ricketts, said that he was hunting down fixtures against Panama, Guatemala, Martinique. So we'll see if there can be any pen to paper in terms of where these friendlies are concerned and actually arrange it. Kaheem Paris scored his first goal for NK Domjale last week in a friendly. It was a club friendly as the club is in pre-season break, so he's also trying to hang into the groove of things as well. So I think, I'm not sure if I would call him back into the national setup just yet, but I want him to continue to thrive, grow, and learn in this new market. Yeah. Jamoy Topi has extended his loan deal with the Bethlehem Steel in the USL. And at the end of this season, he has the option to sign with the Bethlehem Steel. And as you know, the Steel is the feeder club for Philadelphia Union. So it can be a scenario where he moves up to the MLS. Yep, Reggae Boys fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think that move to Anderlecht was the best move for Taxi? Remember in 2017, there was an option to go to Turkey, Galatasaray or Fenerbahce, but that didn't materialize. But now he's got an opportunity that, if I had a choice, if I was in Taxi's shoes and I had to, and I was a professional footballer and you gave me a choice between playing professionally in Belgium or Turkey, I'll definitely say Belgium. Not that's me not having nothing against what Deva Orgil is doing with Ankara Guccio, but if you gave me a choice, then certainly Anderlecht for me. What a history the club is. The fans that he's going to play in front of, wow. Taxi is going to have a treat, I'm telling you. Alright, Reggae Boys fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to Reggae Boys commentary. Before I go, just an update on Tyreek McGee. People have been saying, why is he not playing? Cass Upen is a squad with a lot of depth. So you have to be patient for your playing opportunities. It's a long season. Long season. Work hard, everything else will fall into place. And that's how it should be in every single aspect of life. Take care, you boys fans.